What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 and things you possibly missed in the brand new gameplay trailer part 2 that Rockstar Games released today. Of course, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, click that little bell, and drop the video a like as we're getting into some crazy details of how insane this game is going to be, and I am so excited. So waste no more time, let's get into it. Saw this trailer I previewed on my channel today, and let me tell you, there are little details that you may have missed while watching this amazing trailer. And that is exactly what we're covering today. First things first, as many of you guys know, there is a crazy amount of action and gore that will be coming to Red Dead Redemption 2, with huge areas and scenic spots in the map filled with exploration. You can see how beautiful this game is going to be. One thing we've talked about here on the channel is the progressive beard system and facial hair system that Red Dead Redemption 2 has. Unlike GTA 5, where you can just go to a barber and they can slap on a new beard for you, in Red Dead Redemption 2 you actually grow a beard over time. Some of you guys may have not known that, and the only way to go ahead and grow your beard in Red Dead Redemption 2 is to actually grow it over time. At that point, you can style it, trim it, shave it, do whatever you want to do with it, but it's your beard. You get to choose how you look. At this point, we see a heist about to happen. Now, this heist is unlike any heist we've ever seen in any other GTA 5. Well, in Rockstar games in general, because this may be the opening scene for Red Dead Redemption 2. If you guys did play GTA 5 back in the day, we started off with the North Yankton heist, and it was an intense heist that got you into the game and just threw you right into the action so you can learn a backstory and more about your characters. Of course, if Red Dead Redemption 2 follows this theme, which reports say it does, this might be the opening scene. What's crazy to me is that this scene, Arthur has a blue jacket on and no one else has a real brown jacket on. And the next scene is a train, and then it shows someone exploding the train, but I'm not sure if this is the same train or even the same people. I don't even know where this guy came from, because he's wearing black gloves. I don't know who this is. Now, I'm not sure if clothing customization is a full feature that you can go ahead and wear gloves. I know there is a book that we can show you as this continues that goes ahead and allows you to customize your character pretty far, but I'm not sure to the extent. I know there's 32 pages of customization when it comes to clothing. This is the first look at the Lemon bank heist that is in the game, and it's of course a planned robbery. You can see they run to the vault, they run to the bank, and they're just open this little safe. And right away, they're opening the safe and they want all the money. And I believe this might be maybe a separate shot or a different angle of another part of the bank, as people are saying that this is a jewelry store robbery, not the bank. So if you look, it's not the same in the bottom left on the mini map, where you see here we don't have any map because it's more of like a cinematic trailer where we know for a fact this is a bank. And on top of that, if you look from this shot to this shot, the walls are also very different. They're colored differently. I don't know if they're just colored differently all throughout the room, but on this side it's yellow, on this side it's pink, and in the beginning where we showed when we went to the bank, it was just pink. It was like a nice light pink. But it has some same features along the borders of this building, so it might be the same building, but I don't believe it is. One thing I love is the fact that you can do different heists and robberies. As you can see, we're currently robbing a coach, and the next scene is we're robbing a store. Now, this is the book I was discussing earlier that allows you to go ahead and change your, appearance and customization. This is a store robbery. Clearly, this is some kind of gun store where this gentleman sells guns and has some animals on the walls. Now, it looks as if, this is gonna be a simple transaction, but then of course we do ask him to put his hands up and we do continue to rob him. Moving forward, we got more information in the house robberies, which was not covered before, but was talked about in the reviews that people had with the hands-on gameplay about a week ago. Of course, you can rob houses. Now, if you guys do watch my GTA 5 RP series, we have a system similar to this, which is crazy because it's exactly like this. You rob houses exactly the way ways in Red Dead Redemption 2. So I've had somewhat first-hand experience what it's like to rob houses in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's great. It's really, really fun. And I think the statistic was over 90% of homes in Red Dead Redemption 2 are enterable and robbable. So if you want to rob houses all day, every day, you can. You will have that ability to do so. The next scene is an interesting one as we discuss gore. As you guys can see, there's quite a bit of gore in this game, and we don't exactly know this rival gang's name just yet, as we haven't really gotten a chance to go ahead and learn about all the rival gangs in the game just yet. At this point, we're learning about more and more rival gangs like this gang right here. We don't exactly know who this is, but as you can tell, there is an altercation between this gang and the Vanillin gang because apparently we stole some of their stuff. When I first heard that, I was under the impression that this was the guy at the beginning scene blowing up the train because of his gloves, as I haven't seen any of the characters that we roll with wear these types of gloves, but I'm really stretching. Like, that's a really big stretch and a really big assumption. Of course, we have the lawmen or the police that are all around the map when in cities especially. And of course, if you have a bounty on you, things are just going to get worse for you. And these guys are come chasing after you. Whether you're wanted or tracking wanted outlaws, in the top right, of course, you can see unknown suspect. We're currently being hunted, it seems like. When you're wanted by the bounty hunters, things get a little, well, different. The top, you see it says hunted and there's bounty hunters currently chasing me. It's not on the right side like the wanted logo is, or I guess a symbol for being wanted. It's a little bit different. Being hunted by the bounty hunters, it can be a super scary experience because if you get caught, of course, there's a bounty on your head and someone is willing to pay for it. These guys want that money and they'll do anything they can to go ahead and collect. Going back to gore, this is one of the goriest scenes we've seen so far. As you can see, it's just a straight chest stab. And, well, like, not only does he just stab him, but all the blood goes on Morgan's jacket. Look at the blood flying off him. That's crazy. And I think what's also something you want to take into account is once you leave that house with all that blood on you, the locals will see you with that blood. And they might even question you, be like, hey, what's going on? Never know. This is right here one of the most important shots I think we have in the game right now because it really symbolizes gore. Simply, this looks like a carriage robbery of some sorts. And Arthur Morgan shoots his gun, and the next thing you know, the carriage for some reason explodes. We don't know why it explodes. I don't even know what would cause it to explode like that. Do you have explosive bullets? I have no idea. But what I do know is that this thing exploded way bigger than I would have ever expected for a carriage. And let me just quickly show you guys what I mean by gore. If you look right here at this horse's foot, dudes, this horse lost its leg. Check this out. When he's walking, the horse has a normal leg right here. And then right when the explosion kicks in, you guys gonna see, boom, the blood, no leg, gone. Disgusting. Literally just lost his leg. And not only that, but the horses in the front also broke free. You guys can see right here, right when the explosion happened, the front horses will run away. And on top of that, I think this is what makes carriage getaways or robberies so great, is the fact that once you start the robbery on the carriage, you might also be able to go ahead and steal their horses, which is really cool because a lot of these horses are very valuable. And on top of that, you might want to not take the horses that have blown off legs. I think the horses might need their legs. I'm just gonna take an educated guess. Horses need their legs. Speaking of very important crucial details when it comes to horses, as you guys can see from this scene, you can barely tell, but me and a fellow gang member are currently leading two horses back in the town. See these two horses, they're attached to my fellow gang member by a rope right there. You can barely see it right underneath my face cam, and this rope will allow you to go ahead and take these horses back to town for money or to go ahead and train them to be a part of your gang's, I guess, horses. So it's a really, really cool concept. I really like the fact that you can go ahead and like get horses and make them yours, buy, sell, barter, and trade with them. Next up, we got the fatal and critical point section that showcases if you get shot in the manhood area, it's a critical spot. So don't get shot there. But pretty much when you use the critical system, it allows you to go ahead and see where they're most vulnerable. Of course, the head is always a great spot. Another great shot here is walking around the town, and you're able to go ahead and see on the bottom right where it says beggar. Now, this is just a random NPC in the game, and you're getting prompted to go ahead and help him out. Clearly, if you do help him out, others will see that. It may make you more reputable in town. Moving forward is customization. As you guys can see, Arthur is decked out in some really fancy clothing. On top of that, this horse is customized. As you guys can tell from his, I guess, side strap, it's like detailed. It has color. You can go ahead and customize the horse thoroughly. Like, there's a lot of customizations you can do to horses, similar to how you can customize cars in GTA 5, but of course, we're customizing horses in Red Dead. Another great fun fact is the fact that you can eat. This is a beef stew. It looks like with some kind of lamb with boiled eggs, which looks delicious. I would eat this. Let me know in the comment section, would you guys eat this? That looks pretty good. So you can go to saloons and bars and other places to go ahead and eat food, as it's probably important to Arthur's health. You can change your guns in different inventory. Of course, bathing is a huge thing, and people will respond differently, like react differently to you if you smell bad. So you gotta press that square button to go ahead and scrub to get all the dirt off, or you can choose not to. And as you can see from this scene, everyone's staring at you like, this dude is gross, and they're like either scared of you because you're dirty or because of who you are, and they know that you're you know, you're not a great guy. One thing that we haven't really touched on and no one's really talked about is the fact that canoeing is a thing. I had no clue you could go canoeing. Like, no one talked about this. Dudes, as a kid, I loved canoeing. I was in the Boy Scouts. Brother, canoe expert right here. I loved canoeing. So this is gonna be cool. You get to explore different parts of the map via the water, which is if the horse gets old, you go down some rapids and just get it. Also, herding is a thing, and you see in the bottom right, you press L2 to go and herd cattle, which I don't know if herding cattle will allow you to go ahead and sell these cattle for money, but if that's a thing, that's a great way to make money in the game. I'm not sure what this is all about, this push train, or I guess this levy system, or like, is this to get around? Like, I don't know what, I don't get the point of this. I don't get it, but whatever. Maybe it's like a huge event. Of course, fishing's in the game, which is a huge deal. I'm super excited about. Then we got something that we haven't seen a lot of, which is blackjack, which I'm pumped. And of course, it's all done in cents. So if you can see, it's 2 cents, 6 cents, 8 cents. Really good betting system. Of course, we've known for a while drinking is a big activity, and I think on the left of Morgan, we have this lady that might be a prostitute. I'm not sure, and I don't want to jump to conclusions and offend her. We got some romantic dancing that you can do at your camp, which seems like a little weird, but like, I guess people will be into it. I don't know, like, I won't be like, can't wait to get back to the camp to go dancing, but hey, you might have to like swoon the ladies. Next up, we got wood chopping for, I guess, logs to go ahead and make sure you have fire for your camp. And then something we haven't seen really is dominoes, which is cool. But it's not, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's dominoes. It looks like dominoes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's dominoes because you can see like the little numbers on the dominoes, which is cool. Another game that a lot of people are excited about is the 5-finger fillet, which is the game with the knife where you have to make sure you don't stab yourself. It's pretty scary in real life. And watch this. Yeah, it's scary in the game too. I don't know if you can lose a finger, but if you can, that's crazy. As you can see, you have different attempts, and in the top right, you have money that you're betting to go ahead and play with. I think over time, this will get harder. And in the previous Red Deads, it was super simple because it was like this, I believe it was the same order every single time, and it was really easy to get down packed and learn it. So hopefully you can make some pretty good money this way as well. One thing that really blew me away is this right here, this shot. There's secrets to unlock. When you're robbing houses and you're breaking into people's homes, there might be secrets for you to find behind bookshelves and different areas that like can lead to bigger loot, which is a little crazy if you think about it. I know that I've seen things like this in real life, but I didn't know they existed way back during this time as well. Super cool. So I'm really pumped to go ahead and discover what secrets are out there. And of course, I will be uploading tons of secrets here on the channel to go ahead and showcase all the great things Red Dead Redemption 2 has to offer. We also learned about the theater you can go watch, which is similar to like the movie theater in GTA 5 Online or GTA 5, where you can just go watch a movie, and it's like a little thing of entertainment. But of course, it's not something you want to do often. I'm sure in the story will probably have to kill somebody here. This is something I also found super interesting. Wanted for capture alive, Benedict Albright, and you're at like a jail of some sort of like of a city or a town, and you have this wanted poster, and you can go ahead and become a bounty hunter. And as you can see, the reward for this is pretty steep, dude. It's a $50 reward, it looks like. I don't think it's 50 cents. I think it's $50. And during this time, $50 is a lot of money. Next up, this is a really gory scene because I just shot someone in the head, but you can see there's a sign that says help wanted, ask inside. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these buildings are enterable, so I'm assuming you can go ahead, jump inside this building and be like, yo, you guys hiring? And just get a job, I think. And they have like a quest or a side mission for you to go ahead and do something. As you can see, help is wanted, or it could just be a sign that's just there and they don't really need help and they're a bunch of freaking liars. Next scene right here, we have what appears to be Abigail and Jack, but I'm not exactly sure. It looks like them, but the game is so much prettier than previous Red Deads. I don't want to be like, yeah, this is them, and then like it's not them, but I'm pretty sure this is Jack. As we've seen what he looks like in the new Red Dead, and this sort of looks like him, but like a really, really young version. But she's really mad. She's like really pissed. I don't want anything to do with her, to be honest. One thing I'm super pumped about is the first person gameplay as well. As you guys can see here, it's super crisp and clean, especially with the the shotgun is like the Warden Carbon repeater is just, the repeater is nasty, dudes. It's just nasty. Wait, did it say cinematic cameras as well?
Or taking the world with new cinematic cameras.
New cinematic cameras. Dudes, I know for a fact we're gonna have the replay system too. It's gonna be great. I look so forward to this game. One thing I loved about this gameplay trailer is it really emphasized how if you could be hunting and then all of a sudden become the hunted. As you can see, out of nowhere, these wolves just start attacking us, and it's great because it shows you like, hey, even though you're like this bad outlaw, like you can still die and get hurt. So to wrap things up, hopefully you guys did enjoy the Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay trailer part 2 that showcased different things you might have missed in the original time you watched it. And I want to go ahead and pinpoint certain things I noticed and I wanted to share with you guys that I think were really cool. Of course, if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button, drop the video a like, click that little bell to stay notified, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video as we'll be covering some new Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff that might be coming very soon. So stay tuned.